We try to make as much money off of everything that we kill. Nancy will boil it.
For decades, Tom Oar navigated the dangerous waters of the Atchafalaya Basin, marveling at his skill, resilience, and larger-than-life personality. He became a legend not just for his hunting expertise, but for his dedication to family, tradition, and the swamp itself. But behind the cameras, behind the smiles and daring crawfish traps, there's a side of Tom Oar that viewers never saw, a story his neighbors have quietly held for years. Until now, recently, one of Tom's longtime neighbors has broken their silence, revealing a side of life in the swamps that goes far beyond what fans have been shown on television. These revelations touch on everything from the daily struggles of living in such a remote environment to the tense disputes, community secrets, and challenges that Tom faced far from the spotlight. For many, this sheds new light on the man they thought they knew, showing not only his toughness, but the very human obstacles and conflicts that shaped his life. The details are shocking, heartbreaking, and at times, completely unexpected. They reveal a combination of personal sacrifice, local tensions, and hidden drama that was never captured on the cameras. Suddenly, fans are seeing that Tom's journey wasn't just about survival or adventure. It was also about navigating complicated relationships, neighborhood disputes, and life lessons learned the hard way. If you think you know everything about Tom Oar, think again. What his neighbor has revealed will make you rethink his entire legacy. And it's a side of the famed swamp hunter that has been kept under wraps. Until this very moment, Tom Oar has always been larger-than-life a figure of resilience, skill, and unwavering dedication to the traditions of the Atchafalaya Basin. On screen, he is fearless, navigating treacherous waters, setting traps, and teaching viewers the intricacies of a lifestyle that seems almost untouchable. But behind the camera, beyond the excitement and adventure captured in each episode, Tom's life has been far more complex. For years, neighbors have quietly witnessed events, struggles, and triumphs that the show could never fully capture. And now, after decades of silence, one neighbor has decided to speak out, offering an unfiltered glimpse into the realities of life beside a living legend. The revelations paint a picture of a man whose life is not just defined by the swamp or the show, but also by the intricate web of community, family, and daily survival. Living in such a remote environment comes with challenges that viewers rarely consider. The constant threat of natural hazards, equipment failures, and the harsh unpredictability of swamp life. While cameras often capture the excitement of a catch or the drama of a failed trap, they don't always show the preparation, repair, and relentless work that happens behind the scenes. According to the neighbor, Tom's dedication to his craft goes far beyond what fans see. He is constantly strategizing, maintaining equipment, and ensuring his family is safe and well prepared for the unpredictable conditions of swamp life. But the story doesn't end there. Life in a close-knit, rural community is never without its conflicts, and the neighbor's account reveals tensions and disputes that have simmered for years. These are not the dramatic confrontations often portrayed in reality TV, but quieter, more subtle challenges, disagreements over land boundaries, water access, and shared resources, all of which require diplomacy, patience, and sometimes sacrifice. Tom, the neighbor explains, often found himself in the middle of these disputes, balancing his own needs with the welfare of the community. In many ways, this behind-the-scenes negotiation was just as challenging as wrestling with a massive alligator or handling dangerous equipment in the swamp. The neighbor also emphasizes the personal side of Tom Oar that fans rarely glimpse on camera. A man committed to his family, deeply connected to his heritage, and willing to make difficult decisions to protect both. Over the years, there were moments of quiet heroism, small gestures of generosity, and instances of tough love that shaped not only his children, but also the surrounding community. These moments, though invisible to the public eye, have left a lasting impression on those who live nearby. They showcase a side of Tom that blends strength with vulnerability, a man whose life is defined as much by compassion and responsibility as it is by adventure and skill. Perhaps most striking, the neighbor's account highlights how isolated life in the swamp can be, even for someone as experienced as Tom. The physical isolation is paired with emotional and social challenges. The constant responsibility of being self-reliant, the scrutiny from neighbors and fans alike, and the pressure to maintain a legacy both on screen and off. The neighbor describes numerous occasions when Tom faced these pressures quietly, rarely complaining, and always finding solutions to problems that could have overwhelmed someone less resilient. This paints a picture of a man who is not just surviving but thriving in a complex, demanding environment, though not without sacrifice. By sharing these details, the neighbor provides a rare glimpse into the man behind the legend. Tom Oar's story is no longer just one of survival and adventure. It is also a story of community, family, responsibility, and perseverance. For the fans who have cheered him on for years, this insight deepens the appreciation of his life and highlights the layers of effort, care, and dedication that go into the man they admire. In the coming parts, we will explore more of the neighbor's revelations, including moments of conflict, hidden personal struggles, and instances that reveal the true complexity of Tom Oar's life, details that were never captured on television but shaped the man fans have come to respect and admire. While Tom Oar's on-screen persona has always been defined by bravery and expertise, his neighbor's revelations paint a picture of someone navigating far more complex social dynamics than viewers ever realized. Life in the Atchafalaya Basin is not only physically demanding, but also socially intricate. With neighbors living in close quarters and sharing limited resources, even small disagreements can escalate if not handled carefully. According to the neighbor, Tom had to constantly balance his personal ambitions with community expectations, often acting as both mediator and protector in situations that were invisible to the cameras. One of the more surprising elements revealed involves subtle conflicts over property and water access. For years, neighbors had disagreements about who could use certain waterways or land areas, and these disputes occasionally turned tense. Tom, known for his fairness and level-headedness, often found himself in the middle, having to assert his own rights without alienating others. It was a delicate dance, requiring patience, negotiation skills, and an ability to remain calm under pressure. Fans who only knew the thrill of hunting alligators or setting traps likely had no idea that navigating neighborly disputes could be just as exhausting. Beyond disputes, the neighbor also shared stories highlighting the emotional weight Tom carried for his family. While the cameras often focus on the excitement and drama of the swamp, they rarely show the immense responsibility of providing for a family in such a harsh and unpredictable environment. Tom's days were long and grueling, not only because of work, but because he had to ensure that his children were safe, educated, and learning the traditions of their heritage. The neighbor described how Tom would spend hours fixing equipment, maintaining boats, or repairing cabins, all while ensuring that the younger generation learned survival skills and respect for the land. This dual responsibility, professional survival and family protection, added layers of complexity to a life viewers assumed was solely about adventure. Another aspect of life revealed by the neighbor involves moments of personal struggle and resilience. Even someone as skilled as Tom faced times when nature pushed him to his limits. Unexpected floods, dangerous wildlife encounters, or sudden equipment failures could have disastrous consequences. Yet, his calm demeanor and quick problem-solving skills often prevented minor issues from becoming major crises. The neighbor recounted instances when Tom quietly handled emergencies in ways that were heroic yet understated, never seeking recognition. These stories underscore a dimension of his life that is rooted in responsibility, patience, and unwavering dedication. Far removed from the spotlight, the neighbor also shed light on Tom's softer, more compassionate side. Despite his tough exterior, he was generous with his time, knowledge, and assistance. Whether helping neighbors with repairs, sharing resources, or mentoring younger hunters, Tom often extended support without fanfare. These moments of humanity were invisible to viewers, but left a lasting impression on those who lived nearby. They highlight the complexity of a man who could be both fearless in the swamp and deeply caring in his community. Finally, the neighbor explained that these untold stories also reveal how Tom managed stress, disappointment, and the constant unpredictability of life in the swamp. Maintaining balance between family, work, and personal needs required extraordinary focus and emotional intelligence. The neighbor emphasized that Tom's ability to remain composed under pressure was not just natural talent, it was cultivated over decades of experience and shaped by lessons learned in challenging circumstances taken together. These revelations offer fans a broader, richer understanding of Tom Oar's life. He is not simply a television personality or an adventurous hunter. He is a man who has navigated conflict, protected his family, and maintained a deep respect for his environment while quietly managing the pressures of community life. In the next part, we will explore even more of the neighbor's insights, including personal sacrifices, shocking events, and moments that test Tom's character in ways the cameras never captured. While Tom Oar's skill and bravery have always been celebrated on Swamp People, his neighbor's revelations reveal that behind the scenes, life in the Atchafalaya Basin is often defined by sacrifice, personal challenges, and unexpected hardships. Surviving in such a harsh environment is not just about hunting alligators or setting traps. It requires immense physical, emotional, and mental endurance. According to the neighbor, Tom faced countless moments where decisions had life-altering consequences, and he carried the weight of responsibility for both his family and the surrounding community. One of the most striking aspects of Tom's life, as revealed by his neighbor, is the number of personal sacrifices he made to ensure the safety and well-being of others. There were times when he went without sleep for days, repairing boats, securing traps, or navigating floodwaters to prevent disaster. Many of these instances were never captured on camera, yet they demonstrate the true extent of his dedication and resilience. These sacrifices were not always noticed or appreciated by the public, but they were essential to maintaining both his livelihood and the safety of those around him. In addition to physical challenges, Tom also endured emotional hardships that few ever knew about. The remote life of the swamp can be isolating, even for someone as experienced as Tom. Long periods away from other people, coupled with the constant need to perform under dangerous conditions, created moments of stress and vulnerability. The neighbor recounted how Tom would often quietly shoulder these burdens, maintaining his calm and composure while privately dealing with the toll it took on his mind and body. His ability to remain strong in the face of adversity is a testament to his character, but it also highlights the unseen struggles that come with living in such extreme conditions. Another layer of complexity involved community tensions. Living in close proximity to neighbors in the swamp meant that even minor disagreements could escalate into serious disputes. Tom often found himself mediating conflicts or resolving issues that could have easily spiraled out of control. Whether it was sharing access to waterways, handling land disputes, or managing resources in the community, he needed patience, tact, and diplomacy. These skills, while less glamorous than wrestling an alligator or trapping crayfish, were just as critical to his survival and success. Financial pressures also added to Tom's challenges. Running a business, maintaining equipment, and ensuring a steady income from the swamp required careful planning and constant effort. The neighbor shared that Tom frequently went above and beyond, putting in extra hours and making difficult decisions to protect his family's livelihood. These financial responsibilities, combined with the physical and emotional demands of swamp life, created a level of stress that many fans would never have imagined. Despite these hardships, Tom remained committed to his values, his family, and the swamp itself. His neighbor emphasized that, even in the most challenging times, he demonstrated integrity, fairness, and resilience. These qualities not only helped him navigate life in the swamp, but also earned the respect and admiration of those who lived nearby. The untold story, the neighbor explains, is that Tom's life has always been about much more than what appears on television. It's about the daily commitment, the sacrifices, and the courage required to thrive in one of the toughest environments in America. As we move into the final part, we will explore how these experiences shaped Tom Oar's legacy, the lessons he's imparted, and the truths his neighbor has revealed that fans have never seen before. These insights will complete the full picture of the man behind the legend. The revelations from Tom Oar's neighbor offer a rare glimpse into the depth of the man behind the television persona, showing a life shaped not only by adventure and skill, but by sacrifice, responsibility, and resilience. Beyond the cameras, beyond the excitement of alligator hunts and swamp escapades, lies a person who has spent decades balancing the demands of family, community, and the harsh realities of swamp life. It is this balance, the neighbor insists, that defines Tom Oar more than any on-screen moment ever could. One of the most striking takeaways from the neighbor's account is how much Tom prioritized legacy, both personal and cultural. While the show highlights his skill as a hunter, it doesn't fully convey his commitment to passing down traditions and values to the next generation. He has spent countless hours teaching his children the skills necessary to survive in the swamp, from navigation and trap setting to understanding the delicate ecosystem that sustains life in the Atchafalaya Basin. According to the neighbor, these lessons often took precedence over his own comfort, sleep, and even work priorities. For Tom, ensuring that knowledge and tradition endured was more important than fame or recognition. The neighbor also shares insights into Tom's unwavering integrity and sense of fairness. In a world where disputes over land, water, and resources could quickly escalate, Tom consistently chose to act ethically, striving to find solutions that benefited everyone. He was a peacemaker, often sacrificing his own convenience to maintain harmony and uphold the trust of those around him. These moments, invisible to viewers, demonstrate that his true strength lies not only in his physical abilities, but in his character and commitment to doing what is right. Another important element of his legacy, as revealed by the neighbor, is resilience in the face of adversity. Life in the swamp is unpredictable, and Tom has endured floods, injuries, equipment failures, and countless unexpected setbacks. Each challenge demanded creative problem-solving, mental toughness, and perseverance. While the audience witnesses thrilling victories on camera, few see the countless hours of preparation, the careful planning, and the personal endurance required to make those successes possible. These behind-the-scenes struggles are a crucial part of understanding the full scope of Tom Oar's life. The neighbor also emphasizes that Tom's story is a testament to humility and quiet heroism. Despite his fame, he remains grounded, approachable, and deeply connected to the people around him. He does not seek accolades for the daily acts of courage, generosity, and leadership that define his life. Whether it's helping a neighbor in need, mentoring young hunters, or preserving the delicate ecosystem of the swamp, Tom's actions speak louder than any television segment ever could. Ultimately, these revelations reshape how fans and newcomers alike understand Tom Oar. He is not simply a television star or a fearless hunter. He is a devoted father, a committed community member, and a man who has dedicated his life to preserving tradition, balancing responsibility, and navigating hardship with grace. The neighbor's insights provide context for his choices, his challenges, and the personal sacrifices that have shaped him into the person millions admire today. In the end, what truly went on all these years is a story of resilience, courage, and human depth. Tom Oar's legacy extends far beyond the swamp, and the camera's it lies in the countless moments of perseverance, compassion, and integrity that have defined his life. Fans now have a chance to see the complete picture. A man whose legend was built not only on adventure, but on dedication, responsibility, and the quiet strength to face life's harshest challenges. The neighbor's revelations ensure that Tom Oar's story is remembered, not just for the thrill of the swamp, but for the remarkable human being who lives within it.